Well, it's that time of day again, whether it's be morning or afternoon or evening, wherever you happen to be watching this. And my name is Scott, and as always, I'm with Trina. And you've got a very special event coming up pretty soon, don't you, Trina? Can you tell us more about it?
It's already started yesterday and on Saturday. So it opened, and boy, anybody who's close enough in Appalachia or Ohio or Columbus or Cincinnati, because this is near Cincinnati in northern Appalachia. This is at Grailville, Loveland, Ohio, and how to get there and the addresses and how to get some more information you can find on my website, hopefortheflowers.com. And it's all brief. You have to go further than that. And if I'll be there the last week of October, but it started already as a part of an Ohio cultural show where people can come and visit. It's these 2 weekends, this past weekend and this coming weekend. And anybody who wants to come during the week can just from 9 to 4 in the weekdays can go up and knock on the door of the office, which is a little house right nearby, and they'll let you in. And we have a little video introduction that's going to be right there using some modern technology. I have not seen it in the life. I will be there the last week, and anybody who would like to visit me personally, I'd love to see you. This is the Ohio Barn that we reconstructed into an oratory, a very peaceful place where for many years I prayed in every day. And it shows what can be done with great respect for the original hewn beams, which are there. And you got to see an awful lot of what seems like beams. When you're there, the beams don't show so much. You really basically see the walls and the atmosphere. And in these pictures I see, it just seems full of beams. But it is a barn that was used as a hay barn when I was first at Grailville. Scott, you can roll with some of the wonderful things you have, and I'll make commentaries. Okay, this shows some of the images against the wall of the oratory. And it's the big series, the big ones, 30 by 40, and with the horizontal ones. And wow, look at this. Now, this is going backwards, so this is not the chronological order. We're going back to the birth of Stripe right here. So this Stripe coming down. There's little Stripe being born. And there's a sun, which is kind of the theme of this whole thing, the brightness of light. Okay, now there's where you get the sense of the oratory with what we use for the altar right in there in the middle of this clear story. And the light from above with the open light from the glass coming down on that altar. That's how it was designed many years ago, using the beautiful Ohio barn structure. Oh, and look what they've done. This is them hanging. What a high wire act that they did, hanging all these butterflies up there. So I'll be eager to see how it looks with a little bit of swaying in the breeze. Oh, here's the end of it. This is the theme, of course, of the whole Hope story. You seem in trouble, she said. Can I help? That's the theme of our lives. That's the Grail theme. That's the big question we all have to be stopping our own search to look and to wait and to care for the others that come across our path. So that was that important central thing. I'm very excited about this. So anybody nearby, I would love to see them in the last week of October. And there's going to be a public weekend where I'm actually going to do some talks, which is a very unfamiliar thing. I'm doing these 15-minute things, and that's sort of new for me too. But I'm going to give a talk there at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, but I'll be there all day on that Saturday and Sunday from 10 to 4. But I plan to be there when anybody wants to come all week before that, from Monday through Friday. And I'll be at the library on Wednesday and Thursday at 1 o'clock there in Loveland, Ohio. It's a nice name, isn't it? Grailville, Loveland, Ohio was my home address for like 20 years of my life since I was 18, till I went off to Egypt to help develop a woman's cooperative there. So this is the this is the native going home. I'm a native Ohio, and I grew up in Cleveland. I was at Grailville for all those years, and I graduated when I was 36 in 1966 in Ohio State University in Columbus. So I'm definitely an Ohio girl, transplanted now to New Jersey with the way things work out in life, with going to Egypt again and raising a child and ending up here in New Jersey. We all end up at places we might not have expected in our earlier lives. But that's the way it has been, and both parts have been. I look back in my life at 93 now and see, goodness, that all these parts have worked out with God taking care of me. It's so God's own way. And when people ask me how I am these days, I say, I'm still walking. I might have other weaknesses with my eyes and my shaky hands and things like that, but I'm still able to walk. So that's pretty nice. So there we are with that. And I'm sitting here, as probably any of us are, no matter where you are in the world, wondering how to get more peace in this world today. And I'm trying to think of, how do you even talk when things are, division seems so great? And I don't want to tell anybody where I stand on anything. I don't want to say who I'm voting for. I don't want to say any of that because it's so hard to talk across the aisles. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, wherever you stand. And I just want to ask us all to look at things from the other side. Look at things from people that you think are your enemies, and then see where you're at, because there's no way of making peace unless you start to know how the other people think. And that's not saying who you should vote for. It's a very hard thing right now. Things are getting all mixed up together. I'm talking to Americans right now with our big election coming up, but the whole world is in such turmoil and division. And so I'm so grateful for Hope with the Flowers, because it's a message of peace. It means don't climb over others to get to a top just because everybody else seems to be going there. And just decide to come off and risk the cocoon and become your full, beautiful self, and you can carry the love of one flower to the other. And that sounds very idealistic, and it is, but it's very practical. If we do that and become ourselves, and then honor everyone we have a chance to meet in our lives, and see how we can serve and share and bring people together. Why not? Why not, folks? Why not make that our goal and find out the way to do it? So I hope to be doing that. I'm grateful for good work like the share and Shepherd Hope. So thank you for watching, and thank you for being here. So peace to you all.